Yeah, homie, check the repertoire. Jesus on my speed down, waiting for the heavens call. This one's for the kids like me who never had a chance to ball. And bitch, I made it cause I never gave myself a chance to fall. Man, it's funny how this happened though. Thought I'd be a lawyer, now I'm stacking off a rapping show. Guess it's in my blood, a pack of venue bag and rabbit hoe. So when you see my name, just know I ain't some fucking average Joe.
If tomorrow wasn't promised, what would you give for today? We get one opportunity in life. One chance in life. To do whatever you're gonna do. To lay your foundation, to make whatever mark you're gonna make. Whatever legacy you're gonna leave, leave your legacy. And it's time to act.
Yo, yeah, I guess it's true that when they say the few will make it, and best believe in that category, I found a place. It's never for the money or the payment, this was simply fuck you to those who hate it. I've seen people come and go, that's the crazy part, and even my closest homies said I ain't going very far. I've had many people tell me I should stop, but a little talk from these fuckers never made me wanna fly. Now it's 2 feet on a pedal, going harder than I ever have, and still ain't never settled. Shots to homie Jonas, you may have never known this, but I used to repeat lost me when I was going through bullshit. Every time I cut and thought about blowing my skull, and I would turn that on the max and close the pill bottle I open. And even though the pain inside my head was never spoken, you're the reason I am me, and no longer the kid who's broken. So I thank you for reversing my frown and picking me up off the dirt when I was laying on the ground. The that the clock inside my head had been rewound, and the motivation you gave me to put on this fucking crown.
What is up, people? About to get this started. Get Trey on here. All right, what up, Dre?
What's up?
Got that new little setting on, so I gotta make sure when you're here, I gotta make sure I click that button, make sure everyone can hear you, so we don't go 25 minutes into a show with I'm talking to myself. All right, I don't know if I want to do this or not, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I'm gonna regret it. I'm gonna go ahead and turn Jay's mic up now.
What? What's he saying?
What's up, Jay? What up, Jay? How you doing, man?
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Mr. Buddy.
Man. What you guys been up to? You working all day, Andre?
All day, bro. All day.
You had him a good old time.
Paint.
He go hard in the paint.
Yeah, true that. No doubt.
Yeah, so just so the disclaimer I want to know. For some odd reason, Jay has Tourette's today.
Hey, sir, listen.
You may
remember my disclaimer.
He may be blurting random crap out for no damn reason.
Sir.
Just so everyone knows.
I mean, ma'am, listen. I have a card with a race car.
Hey. Hang on. Whose hamster wheel is going apeshit in the background?
No, that's mine. I got it. Instead of a treadmill, I just got a hamster wheel. It take AA batteries.
Put some Earl up on that joint.
Damn. That sounds like fucking Logic's chair.
Where you get that from?
I was streaming one day, and this shit, it was like the whole fucking time. Every time he moved.
What?
Yes. So, damn. So you go back to work, huh? Dre,
Who, me?
Your name ain't Dre.
Oh yeah, I go back to real work tomorrow.
Yeah. I tried to go on a little earlier, but just didn't work out.
Yeah, no, it's all good. I mean, it's all good. I'll probably be jumping off like around 11. So
Yeah, no
just
worries.
so you know.
So I got the hamster wheel going, so it'll entertain me.
That's
You know what I
Devo.
mean?
Yo, that's Devo coming up the block. Yo, remember last time Debo was coming up the block. It took him about 45 minutes. He was still just creeping.
We don't need no Gary. We don't need Gary to come. Don't worry about that. I figured that out though. I told him to come by the show. He said
Gary coming?
He said tomorrow. I already got the Gary picture ready for everything. It's gonna be a special SpongeBob and Gary show.
Yeah.
What? Are you good?
Yeah.
What's wrong with you, Jay? Seriously, man.
What are you talking
What do you
about?
today?
Yeah, Jay on some he on some extra.
Did you ingest anything that you shouldn't have?
You said that I do what?
Ingest something, take something, put something in your body that is not natural. That's a yes.
What?
Dude, you don't have to think about whether or not you do it. You're doing something.
No, I was trying to form an insult, but I couldn't think of one fast enough.
Man, you're not as quick as me. Better stop. Huh? It happened again, huh?
Huh?
Said it happened again, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, so got a few topics, but my favorite one now is what did the people in the Google Plus say?
Say what?
I said my new favorite topic for the stream now is what did the people in Google Plus say?
Oh, okay.
Man,
I'm on Google.
no one cares if you're on Google Plus, Jay. What is it? And I had a fun little interaction with this guy named Michael.
Was this the other night where you
This
wherever
is
you went?
part of that conversation, but it's not the same one.
Yeah, Sean just be wandering off.
I swear.
You be everywhere, boy, getting into some stuff.
I can't help it, man.
He be everywhere but Six Flags.
That shit, I'm not gonna lie, that shit's it's kind of fun.
What, Six Flags?
And I got this dude all nice and triggered.
Is he from the great debate community?
Yep. So
one of them cats.
He decided to jump in the middle of that one dude that wrote a novel.
That guy. Oh snap.
And at first this dude was kind of like he was on some boats, like he kept telling me to like go back and do it like he was a teenager and like convince him. I was like, dude, I am not convincing you of anything. I'm a grown damn man.
Yeah, really.
You are?
You don't only want to steal in diapers. Shut up. Okay, so basically this dude was like how or I had heard, or actually what happened is I heard some shit on one of the live stream. All right, just checking. What up, Jamaican? Let me get you.
What's up?
Hey, I got something to say real quick. What up, Jamaican? How you doing, man? You can unmute your mic now.
Hold on, man.
I'm working on my computer, so I'm trying to get used to the buttons.
Yeah. Hey, I got something to say real quick.
Thank God.
Hey, anyone notice since Jamaican got his computer, he's been dressing like sassy when he's on video.
He like Playboy.
Like We all slick back and ready to go now.
He like he about to read him a good book.
Buttons all unbuttoned and shit. We see you, Titan.
Got the bird out.
Say what now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's up?
You got the bird out.
Yeah. I'm in a room, man. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, bugging.
So basically, right now I'm doing, Titan, is I've been going to this Google Plus debate play area and like getting into it with these fools, and they be saying some stupid shit. So now my new favorite thing is to basically bring it up on air. It's fun.
We pissing on the globe.
Wait, so this dude, I'd heard it on the stream once, and this guy was talking about how basically like how they say we're moving at like millions of miles or whatever the fuck, 66,000 miles an hour, blah blah blah. Fucking basically, the guy brought it up. Actually, it was Dearth down inside deep inside the rabbit's hole. He was doing a debate. It was like a year ago, and he was like going against. He was debating this one lady that was one of those astronomers, and he was like, "Well, if we're moving that fast, how come stars don't ever? How come we still see the same stars? They're still like every year they're still in the same. They come back to the same spots." And she said they didn't, or that that they did. Eventually. And she brought up like the pyramids, the Mayan, like stuff in the Mayan areas, Mayan culture and all that. And last I heard, those things still lined up. So
this is a good question. Are you streaming on your show right now?
Yeah, we're live.
Yeah.
And then he was like, "No, you're wrong." He's like, basically, everything's supposed to have moved by now. And she was like, "No." And he gave her a bunch of numbers and made her look stupid. And so this dude out of nowhere was like, "I know it's a sphere because they, the same people that tell me it is, tell me about the stars and shit. And if it wasn't, we wouldn't have the zodiacs." And I was like, "Dude," and it popped in my head about it. And I was like, "Hey, basically, all those, by now, all those stars that they were seeing back in ancient times, they should be gone by now." And he was like, "No." So I broke it down for his ass. And what I'm about to do is not going to make a damn bit of sense, but I'm going to do it anyway. Because basically, I broke down in all light years. All right, I broke it down in light years for his ass. Now the number, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take a picture of my little notebook so you can see what I did. And then eventually at some point I'll be able to get it up on the screen. But this dumbass was speechless. It went from talking about like real shit to suddenly this dumbass went personal.
What?
Oh yeah, he got angry. The second I gave him the number, he was like, "I'm not going to believe your numbers. Those are bullshit." I was like, I can show you. I was like, "It's not my fault if your math is bullshit," which he didn't like at all either. He didn't like that part. So in a nutshell, basically, I had fun with another fucking Glover, which is personally becoming one of the funnest fucking things in my life now. Shit. But and that was the other thing. I didn't even start shit. It was just like I went in there, or that new. You remember I told you that's the same reason I got into that new fucking flat Earth core or whatever the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I got into that dude, and this dude just jumped in out of fucking nowhere. About 17 chapters deep into the novel that other guy was writing. But basically, we were talking about Polaris, and I said, Polaris should have already, Polaris is going to pass by us in like 6 months. So does that mean you're going to be able to show me that Polaris is gone? We're no longer going to have that as a North Star. You're going to have to find a new one? No. Well, the numbers don't lie, man, and apparently, so the North Star is 323 light years away. Or, and you gotta remember, it's weird. So it's in light years, but when you say light years, it's not in years, it's in distance. So after I did my little number crunches, found out that basically, I don't even know how to say these fucking numbers, but every year, supposedly, the system travels 3.74272 E plus 17 light years a year. I'm gonna put the number in the chat. You guys can fact check me. Tell me shit I've ever heard in the world. And that's like 17. So that's like timesing 32 million times 365 and a half days. And your answer is whatever number that would be 17 times. Oh, wow, look who's here. Louis Hackett. Hey, Hackett, maybe you can explain this to me since the other guy couldn't. How is Polaris going to pass by us in 6 months?
Did you say
Hackett? Yeah, he's here. Because remember, my ban list had to start over.
Masterpiece made an interesting point in his last video. He did on Dr. Phil Valentine, and the fact that every 6 months between the equinoxes and the solstices, how the shadows should be flip-flopped, right? But the shadows are the shadows basically angle the same direction all year round. So I got to thinking, I was like, shadows would be flip-flopped if we lived on a spinning ball in outer space that switches the opposite side of the sun every 6 months. The sunrise and sunset should be flip-flopped as well. Like every 6 months, the sun should rise in the west and set in the east.
What? I got confused. What'd you say?
Can y'all hear me?
It's not my fault. Yeah, I can hear you. I just was assholingly fucking typing in the chat while you were talking. So I like I was saying what's up to people. I got responsibilities in this motherfucker. You guys are here too. Why don't you talk? Damn.
Yeah,
let me see this dude, man. Cause
I heard what he was. I heard what he's saying. I ain't gonna front though. I really wasn't paying attention because I'm kind of like. But not only that, what he said, but every 6 months we should see a completely different set of stars too. We don't do it. We don't get that.
Yeah. So you were saying that we should try the sun should rise opposite Titan?
Yeah, because it's on the opposite side of the globe.
You mean when half the year, you said?
Because Masterpiece said that every 6 months the shadow should change.
Oh, okay.
You see what I'm saying? Like, if let's say if in your area right now, if the shadows in your area was rising as the sun was rising at 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock a.m., right, and the shadows was all facing to the right, in 6 months, if those shadows was facing to the left as the sun was rising, that would mean that it would be rising up in the opposite direction as well.
Okay, see.
You see what I'm saying? I got to thinking about that. See your live stream. I'm trying to do it so I can
where are you live chat? You do know I'm on Frontline, right?
Oh, okay, that's why.
Yeah, FE Frontline Soldiers. Yeah. I can't stream on that one. Which is another topic we'll talk about
crazy.
a little bit.
I can't believe they still they just take their sweet time looking into that.
You know, it's worse. It gets worse. I'll get into that in a little bit though. Basically,
go ahead and subscribe.
Okay, so Lewis said the night schedules change throughout the seasons. We understand that they the seasons. The question is,
he said
that the night skies years ago like different, like the Big Dipper basically is in a different spot throughout the year, which is fine.
But if we're actually traveling around to the other side of the sun, we shouldn't even be seeing the Big Dipper. We should be seeing something completely different every 6 months.
Yes. So I actually did I did a drawing, and I'm gonna bring it up, but you guys are like, fuck, I don't want to do this. Hey, I'm telling you right now, it's saying I don't draw, and I ain't all creative and shit. So fuck you guys.
It's all good. We got faith in you, brother.
No, don't have faith. Don't have faith, man, because this shit is some shit. And there's no way in hell I'm gonna fucking show this shit, but I'm gonna go ahead and show it. And it was actually exactly for this situation. And then I want you to see this because I want you to explain it, since you're gonna be the resident Glober for the day. And no, you can't come on my panel because you passed fucking all you fucking hillbillies fucking passing my shit.
Dang.
Okay, so
ask it over there.
I'm gonna go ahead and share it now. Hey, before I share this, like I said, I ain't a fucking artist. I ain't all creative like that shit.
Chillax elite and display it, brother.
Okay, so, oh hell no, you gotta get the fuck up out of here. Bye bye, bitch.
Who that is?
You gotta get the fuck out of here too, bitch. Peace. Cigar face and HFP hang. Two big faggots there is.
There's some booting going on around this piece.
What the hell is that?
So, hey Lewis, you're right. I'm sure as hell not gonna trust you in my hangout. So like peace fuck out. But I don't trust any of you guys of that little group. So the blue, shut up. The blue one right here, that's Earth. That's Earth right here. Now, because the sun is so fucking big, right? When it's over here, when it's over here, how the fuck do you see?
That is beautiful.
You see the stars that are over on this. And you do still see the stars. It's not like they disappear. You can see the Big Dipper all year. It's just in different spots.
What the hell is that?
All right, so look, just hypothetically speaking, if the Big Dipper, like if the Earth is the blue one, right? All right, so if the Big Dipper is behind the moon, just say in that area, when we go around to the other side of the sun, where the other red dot is, we shouldn't be able to see the Big Dipper. Period. No ifs, ands, or buts.
We see the Big Dipper just in different spots.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, according to that model, if that was legit, we wouldn't be able to see the Big Dipper. It'd be on the other side of the sun. You see what I'm saying?
So it says the stars aren't that close. That is a I know, man. It's not the scale. I get that. But
well, I mean, no, I know that's not the scale. But even if
that's what Lewis was saying.
Oh, man, he needed a bit to chill out.
Yeah, but what I mean is, so wait. So what he's saying is the sun isn't like 100 times bigger than us. Because if the sun's not 100 times bigger than us, or if it is, then I have a hard time believing that we can't, that we're able to see on the other side of it. Titan, can you see the this side chat right here? On the side.
Who are you talking to?
Titan. If you can see that, do that real fast in the chat.
Bill Hicks Jr.
No. And look on the Hangout screen, the chat that goes in there. I typed something on the side right there. Type that into the chat real quick.
Speaking of chat, I'm finna type something. Throw me a wrench, bro, please.
Well, that's what I mean. Type that what I put right in the Hangout chat, so you can. I know it's you. A lot of fuckery going around on this flat Earth.
What's something wrong with you?
I'm just saying.
If you believe we put a man on the moon,
Dude, if you ain't playing video games, stop singing. What the hell?
Like you about to do somebody.
Yeah, I know. See, there's two Titans. I gotta figure out which one it is. Titan, do you see that chat?
No. Let me hold on. I had to plug my mouse up.
Because you gotta type that in before I give you a wrench. Otherwise, whoever's in this chat's about to get knocked the fuck off.
No, the one I just put yo, the one that just I put yo, that's me.
You look like Will Smith.
There you are, little fucker.
There's something wrong with you.
Hang on.
Hang on. Sean G, is this you?
Nope. Don't do anything. Let it be. Hang on. No one touch that Sean G right there. Let it be.
Uh-oh.
I can't do nothing anyway. I don't got no reach.
Hang on 1 second.
That's the Sean G in the chat?
Yep, and that's perfect. I've been waiting for that.
Oh, gosh.
They're so predictable.
That's perfect.
Oh, you had your...
Oh, look at Lewis.
I've been waiting for that.
Up in the chat.
Yep, I've been waiting for it, too. See, the thing is, what happens is they pop in, and then they just disappear. But it's okay, because I got my little report on and my screenshot on. Oh, you're out of here, bitch. Peace out. And I also got I got the channel of it, so makes me happy. All right, be honest and true, boys. Whatever you do, let me be your motto, life, but now and forever. Be this your
motherfucker. Type in the chat.
Right is what the fuck? Hey, Lewis, you ever say some fucking stupid shit like that again in my chat, I will ban your ass. If you don't get banned, wait before.
But this motherfucker joined your chat with your avatar, didn't even realize this was your channel. That's stupid.
I don't even know what the fuck. It don't even make sense. He says, "Be honest and true, boys. Whatever you do, boys." Yeah, you better keep an S on there too. Anyway, right, the best and the trust. Man, you know what? Actually, I like
one of these.
I need what fucking think like. Besides that,
I never heard Lewis talk like that.
There's no other globe head I would love to be debunking on a regular basis anyway. They should be able to give like safety knot wrenches though. Oh, I know the fucking fuck.
Oh shit!
Man, I ain't giving you.
I just seen Bauer.
Right.
I just seen Bauer. What up, Bauer?
I don't care if you can be the fake. I don't care. I don't even think. No, Lewis is fine. I just got to figure out which one. Which Titan is what. Bill Hicks, you can ban Bill Hicks. I don't care. He'll be back next stream. I'm just saying. I don't mind.
HSP gang. Holy shit, posse gang, flagging and snitching.
Is he in the chat? Just ban. I just blocked his ass. Shouldn't be able to see him.
To make him tight.
I'm telling you, Titan, I ain't giving you a wrench until you type what I told you to type.
Oh, okay. What you say?
Well,
you got to learn how to follow directions, son.
In the Hangout
No,
chat.
tell me.
Look in the Hangout part of that chat on the side. I put something there.
Yeah, let me. Okay, hold on. Let me find the right one.
Type that.
Hold on. You talking about the one where you sent me? Are you talking about the one where you sent me the link?
No, it just says no. The inside the Hangout that you're in right now, hit that the blue thing that says chat, and then on the chat on the side will pop up.
If you're the real Jamaican, type poker face in the chat. By what's her face? Is that Lady Gaga? Or
what you talking about? You're listening to me. How am I? All right, so you said the blue bar.
They're listening to you too.
Okay, I see. You said on the side. I see a one by it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm hearing that. What you want me to say?
Whatever I typed right there.
Poker face.
But you got to do the poker.
Right, because if you don't do that, then we know you're a fraud.
Wow.
Poker.
You got the Jamaican costume on deck.
Oh, that'd be fucking classic. You gotta be all off track and shit. Hey God, I gotta stop screen sharing this piece of shit drawing.
Nah, but he ain't
there you go.
Do
you see it?
yet, so I don't think that's the real Jamaican.
What?
He ain't cut nobody off yet. I don't think it's him.
Hey, I'm cutting you off right now. Hey.
Yeah.
I got my camera on.
Yeah,
I got my camera on though. How the hell y'all don't see it?
He just messing with you. Don't listen to him.
I'm gonna say.
What you say? You said
Jay
RuPaul.
is messing with you. Jay's messing with you. When I typed right above that, I want you to type that in the chat so I can know it's you.
Calm down.
Yeah, I'm gonna Google. Hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna Google Hangout. Yeah, towards me.
Ooh, she about to beat you.
Oh.
Now, what if I did the same thing? Just ask.
Ain't no women on here, just me.
She ain't playing with you, boy. Cover that chest up.
Let me see. Shut up.
Cover
Somebody
that
ask y'all shit.
up.
I told you, you got a new robe and everything.
She is not playing.
Hold on, guys. I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Oh, he about to get a whoop.
blink twice.
No, I need to run to the bathroom. Yeah, I'll be back in like 5 minutes.
Oh man.
You guys, do you need these cords? This cord?
So basically, like I said, when I did the numbers, let me go ahead and grab those numbers because they are quite entertaining to see.
Man, it's getting.
Hang on a sec, because you know my system works. While I do this, I can barely hear you. Don't lag out. Come on, let's give it a little bit more. There you go. You can hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, cool. I couldn't hear you. All right, fuck you. I can't touch it because if I touch it, it will fuck up. Okay. So see this?
What is that?
No.
These are my numbers to find out that Polaris should be passing by us in 6 months. So basically, see this number, 1.598 million?
Mm-hmm.
That's how many miles per day we're supposedly going. We've traveled.
And we still see the same stuff.
So then I realized that it's actually the Earth traveling in the distance of the sun is 1 point. So we're traveling sideways along, you know that orbit. We're orbiting around at 1.5 million miles per day. And then that up direction that we're supposedly going, or shooting out, or whatever the fuck it's called, is 32 million per day. In a year is that big ass fucking number I was telling you about right here. Right? See that? It's crazy, right? It's fucking stupid.
Nowhere in the world, man. That's
it gets better. It's so much better. Hang on. So, which number do I want to go to? So you see this number, the 2,601 point, all that.
Yeah.
Is how far we traveled in 26,000 years. That's that big ass number in light years. That's how much light year they say we've traveled 26,000 years.
Yeah, it's like the numbers become so stupid. Like you literally have to be stupid in order to believe it.
Yeah. So then the guy said, "Well, since the Earth's been around for 3.5 million, which I think they even say more."
Huh?
So then this big ass number right here. See this one that's even way bigger, way fucking bigger. That's how many light years we've traveled in 33.5 million years. Then I found out that the North Star is only 323 light years away. And that's when I went to thinking, that seems really small compared to these numbers. Right? And that's how I got my number that I put in the chat. Yeah, how far it is away. So I said, so what you're telling me is if it's 323 light years away and we travel all these years, in 26,000, then that means, when I was doing my numbers, that we have 6 months before Polaris or the Polaris we see no longer is in our view at all. Now, my question is how the fuck does that even make sense?
Hey, have y'all realized how awesome I am? But let me see this chat real quick. What it say? Welcome to Jamaican Titan. Welcome to Jamaican Titan School of Morons. Yes, School of. They're so awesome. They made soccer camps with my name.
Whoa. Whoa. Time the fuck out. Lewis just told me Polaris don't move.
Over here, dumbass.
Here, I'm not sure if you noticed or not.
So if it don't move, we should have left it in the dust a long time ago.
In your version of the model of this world, we're through the fucking the cosmos at 32 million a year, and Polaris, being in our direction, the direction we're going, is coming closer. So that means it actually is supposedly moving in. Especially if we have some kind of wiggle and a wobble. So how does that make any sense? That makes no sense at all. I'm kind of upset you even said that stupid shit. They try to talk like they know what they're talking about, and then you find out the bullshit.
He didn't mean to say that.
I hope not.
He was just playing.
He said the night skies changes most dramatically throughout the seasons at the equator. Well, why wouldn't the North Star change? I mean, we do. Matter of fact, when we're in our summer months, if you're on the northern hemisphere, that North Star should look like the East Star, for if anything. bullshit. Polaris is in our galaxy and is moving with the same momentum as. Whoa, you're wrong. I'm telling you right now, you're wrong. How are you telling me that? So you're telling me, okay, so if Polaris is in our galaxy moving with the same momentum as our solar system, then we should see the source, not the light. It's not going backwards. It doesn't make any sense. The light we should see the source and then the light, not light without a source, because we don't even see the source of Polaris. We see the light that supposedly projects from Polaris, 323 light years away. And if it has the same momentum as our solar system, then how come it's getting closer? And I'm not saying it's getting closer. Your scientists say it's getting closer.
I know why.
Dre knows why.
This ain't a classroom. You don't have to. Hey, Jay, I'm gonna you better get that fucking hamster off your wheel, because that shit is getting insane in my ear, dog.
That ain't me. That's Debo creeping up somebody else's block. It ain't come from me.
I said Jay.
Oh, I thought you said Dre.
No. But go ahead, Jay. You know why? Explain it to Lewis, because he doesn't even know why.
Oh no, I was just gonna be a smart ass and say gravity. You know.
So he says Polaris is in our solar system. It is not getting closer in any meaningful way. Okay, that means either
Polaris ain't moving.
We didn't say that. And I'm honestly going to say right now, I believe that Red's rhetoric is smarter than you are, and he didn't even question it. But I'm gonna look just for you, buddy.
For you.
See, I find that because I don't think they've ever announced ever that any stars.
Hey Sean, what's the name of the town you live in?
I live in San Diego. I don't give a fuck. I wish one.
No, you good. No, you good. You don't even gotta tell me. I'm just gonna pick any city out of California. I'm finna show y'all something that's totally gonna destroy this fucking globe.
I'm in San Diego. Shit, I wish. I'm
gonna do. I'm gonna do San Francisco.
We gotta make sure he incognito out this mark. Make sure
Incognito.
Yeah, you gotta be incognito out this piece.
Damn, I can't spell word for shit.
When I can't spell something, I type it in the spell check before I write it down.
Man's done went and got a whooping. You good?
Okay, here's what the hell? Okay, so it says Polaris is actually one of the last 3 stars in a single, which means they first of all aren't even in our system. Second of all, it says the star is about 4,000 times as bright as the sun. While Polaris is the North Star today, it won't always remain. The year 14,000, this precession will aim the Earth's axis closer to the bright star Vega than. So let me get this straight. So this thing says not for another 12,000 years. Or for another 12,000 years, we'll see Polaris. Now, how the fuck is that possible? I'm trying to see. I want to find out exactly what galaxy it's in.
Dude, I added the fucking extension. The hell, man.
Who are you talking to? I'm just saying, I don't know. It kind of scares me.
That's not nice, Sean.
So it says, Morning Star, also called Polaris, is 30% closer to our solar system. Wow, that sentence just cut off. It didn't even finish. All right, so North Star, also called Polaris, is 30% closer to our solar system than previous, which is not in our solar system. You're wrong. At about 323 light years away, according to the international team who studied the star's light output. That's funny. Yeah, see, this is all bullshit. Yeah, this, man, first of all, it's not even in our solar system at all. It's 3% closer. Thought. That's about all they say. Damn, hey,
Angeles.
do I have to teach you how to fucking block people? Oh, you never let them disrespect fucking D.Marble. I'll kill all of you. Anyway, but I think they've been wrong about that too. But Polaris still doesn't.
You know what?
Yeah, Polaris doesn't move. We're moving towards Polaris. But yeah, it's in the Milky. Oh, you said galaxy. If it's in the galaxy, then I apologize. I thought you said universe or some shit. And when I say sorry, I don't mean like a real sorry. I mean like I don't really give a fuck. There's add up. It's just seriously, it really doesn't add up. Like 323 light years. Now it's saying 14 years before it's not our North Star anymore. Yeah, whoa, what? You guys got to be a little bit more explanatory.
Can y'all give me a good hold on, let me see this one.
Turn it down, Shawn Michael.
Jamaican over there watching Housewives. Wait, what?
Beat. Talking about, I can't hear it. I got headphones on, people talking in my ear, and I can hear it loud and clear. It says Polaris is in the Jay's taking that rebound pills.
Wait, what'd you say? Sean, don't make me make gravity real and come and have it come over there and snatch you up.
Yeah, you got a red dot on your head.
Hey man, don't be hating on gravity, man. Gravity holds me down when nobody else won't.
Yeah. Did you say gravity raped you?
No, I said gravity holds me down when nobody else will. Gravity my ride and die.
Damn.
Let me go ahead and take my precautions.
What the?
AKA he's get some snipers in the hills. Damn. Fuck. Okay, I don't even see it even saying what galaxy it's in.
The Milky Way.
Yeah, I believe. I'm gonna believe Hackett before I believe you on that one.
Whoa! Wait,
you
are we talking about Polaris?
So remember when the 24th or whatever it was, when that everyone was like Nurubu's scheming in and all that shit. Jupiter, all the planets lined up and all that.
Mm-hmm.
You should have seen. No, don't say Jake. I'm about to talk shit about you.
No, I saw it.
Yeah, this fool for like 2 days before, or 2 days before it, this motherfucker had me on the world's about to end thing.
No, I never said that. I just said that a planet.
He had me download like 4 or 5 different apps. Had me looking on it. You should. He was like Alex Jones shit. It was crazy.
No. Listen, I provided the information. What you did with the information was your choice.
I did nothing. You can go stream. I did not want to say anything about it. I was just like, damn, that boy, crazy.
No, I just told you that the alignment was about to happen. I don't know what it meant. I made a theory on what it could have meant, but
okay.
You know what I mean?
So it says that Polaris, damn, Wikipedia sucks ass too. That's why I don't even trust it.
Damn it.
Oh yeah, you should never study off. Yeah, you do know you can go to Wikipedia and change it all up, right? I can go into the shit right now and say Polaris is 10 minutes away.
Dude. You won't do it. Matter of fact, go to the definition of Earth and change it to flat stationary plane.
I lie. I've done it before. They don't like it. They send you emails going, "Why did you do that? Do you do that again?"
They will find you.
Okay, actually, I have a question. So it's in the Milky Way though, Polaris. How big is it? I don't even care. First of all, a question for you: If gravity is all this, has to be a ball. How come the galaxy or the Milky Way flat? So
Sun is kinky.
Masses have little gravity, but massive objects like the Earth have a lot more. Well, that means the sun should have so damn much that it pulls everything into it. So basically, like, my question is I already asked it. Yeah. Hey, you and Dre need to relax with your goddamn eating on my damn fucking live streams.
Hey, you asked enough.
Titan is over here. No, Titan is I told you, man. The second he got that computer, it became someone else. He make sure he get comfortable. He has to make sure he was in his chair right. Playing the computer.
Yeah, man. It feels good.
Yo.
I mean, being not worried about my phone dying and having to hold my phone and stuff.
Yo,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking up your nostrils no more.
Huh?
I said I'm happy I'm not looking up his nostrils no more.
He looked like the black version of the most important man in the world. over there sitting in the road.
Funny. Damn, man, where the fuck? There it is.
All right. So he says that our solar system flat. No. So why is it all flat? If so, you're telling me the solar system doesn't have gravity?
Tell him to shut his bitch ass up.
Wow. Hang on, Rick. Get this part. He says, think about it. If things orbited in different planes, their own gravity would cancel their momentum and they would fall into the sun. Only objects in the same plane avoid their gravity well. So wait. So he says gravity is what caused the solar system and the galaxy to be flat, which makes zero sense. Then why isn't the moon flat? Why isn't Earth flat? Oh, wait, it is. Makes sense to me. Facts.
I got something for y'all. Watch. Oh. What is this?
It doesn't even make sense. It says gravity is what causes singularities to be round and groups of singularities to be flat. Stars, planets, black holes, and other space debris are singular. Okay, so wait, I thought black holes were the result of dead suns or dead stars, or whatever the fuck you want to call them. And in all that, explain to me how gravity is gravity if gravity has a gravity monopole. Because the three little bears. I guess.
I'm trying to share my screen. Can y'all see what I'm doing?
Hope not. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing? I'm gonna do this all up here because I'm honestly done reading. Nope, can't do it. I was about half a second to inviting him in here. I just don't trust him. I can't. A black hole occurs when two or more atoms are compressed into a small physical location by gravity. Wait, so when a sun dies, isn't that a supernova, or a supernova is what makes a star? Which one is it? I'm pretty sure it's supernova.
Yo,
No,
what's
wait.
Hey,
Yeah, what's up, Jeff?
Yeah, you can invite him in. I'll do that.
All right, Dre.
That I was thinking about.
All right, then, Dre.
Oh, I'm not going. All this shit's going down. Hell no.
No, I'm saying if you do, I'll do that thing I was talking about.
Oh. All right, yeah.
All right, then, Dre.
Yes, sir.
I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna even take the chance.
Who is he?
Hack it.
Mm-mm.
Listen to that. Hack it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and share what you're talking about, Jamaican, real quick. Hang on.
All right.
it's not an application. All right, I think I'm already presenting it.
Here, hide the Google Hangouts link too. I'm deleting it.
Oh. God, you know what?
Like highlight it and delete it.
I know. Let me know when you're done doing that. Seeing how it's already too late. Nothing at all. Hang on.
I deleted it on my end. Yeah, I deleted the Hangout on my end, so
I don't need to delete on mine.
They can't screen cap it or nothing.
That's fine.
I deleted it. Can y'all see it?
Yeah, you're presenting. Wait, no, you're not. All right, yeah, you are. Go ahead.
All right, can y'all see it? I got a map pulled up.
Hey, Jay, just in case, be ready.
Oh, wait.
No, it's already too late. Don't worry about it.
Oh, well, I can still set up.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Okay, now, I did driving directions, right? Okay, can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Now I did driving directions, right? This right here proves that the earth does not spin. Now, I did it from LA to home here in Tennessee. And you see driving hours, it's about 31 hours, 58, about 32 hours, right? Let's say almost about a day and a half for argument's sake, right? So if this is going east, this is going east, the towards the direction of the Earth's spin. Now, look what happens. Look what happens when I do a round trip.
Oh.
Just give me a second. Now, let's say if I'm driving from home to LA. Actually, the round trip was the first one I showed, but well, what do you look at there? It's about the same time.
Well, the problem with what you're doing is that when you're doing driving directions, they're doing driving directions, they're not taking into account anything besides the time you're driving, not the time zones. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but even if I'm driving 2 hours behind, right? Let's say since y'all 2 hours behind us, let's say this is right here is actually 30 hours because I'm losing 2 hours, right?
Well, yeah, but I see what you're saying. But so your clock will say you got there 2 hours before you got there, or before then you really got there. But realistically, you still drove that many hours.
Yes,
so
no.
You drove that many hours, but your watch will say you drove two hours less.
I know,
because it's not on clock. It's not on like clock time. It's on drive time.
Yeah, I mean, I know the driving distance would be the same, basically. The time, I mean, what I'm saying is the departure and arrival time is virtually another. I'm driving west, but actually driving west, since the rotation of the Earth, LA should be spinning towards me, so it shouldn't even be over 30 hours. You know what I'm saying? Driving east, you see what I'm saying? But driving east, the destination is driving away from me. I mean, it's moving away from me. So it shouldn't. Let's go back to driving east.
But the problem is you're using flat Earth logic. But if you're trying to do it their way, you have to use their logic and debunk it. So you have to actually use the fact that when they say we're spinning with them, or we're stationary on a spinning ball, that we're basically traveling 1,000 miles an hour with the Earth. So, because if it was their way and they couldn't figure it out, we wouldn't be able to drive in that direction. If it was the way you think it is. So put it this way, and this is what I find happens a lot. So you're thinking logically under a flat Earth system. If your flat Earth decided to shift and move in one direction at 1,000 miles an hour, you would feel it.
Mm-hmm.
But because in their logic, you're stationary on a spinning ball, because you're going with the momentum of the Earth, you don't feel that in that opposite direction. Because if you use their logic or use your logic and on theirs, then that means every car going east would be doing 2,000 miles an hour or 1,000 miles an hour plus, no matter what they wanted to do.
But even if you're only driving, let's say, you
and
can go ahead and drop my screen down now.
And then you also got to remember that that not everybody, or which is why I don't even like when they used it. There's no fucking God damn it! I hate this stupid ass fucking screen. Stop presenting. All right, there we go. 5,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, they didn't have all these time zones, which is why when they say time zones and daylight savings line or dateline or whatever the fuck you call it, those things didn't even exist, so they shouldn't even be able to use those. So
PST,
yeah, none of those things existed, so you wouldn't even be able to use them to prove it, because they used to prove it, and it makes no sense even then. Hang on, he's trying to say something. All right.
But so what would be their logic if I was driving west?
What you need to do
towards me.
What you need to do is, okay, so last night I was watching this documentary on navigating the seas and all that. Mm-hmm. And this is exactly how I know. This is one way that I know debunks the sphere. So they say that you have if you're in a boat. Oh, thank you. If you're in a boat and you get lost, you don't have GPS, you don't have compass, use a sextant.
Okay.
Now we all know for a fact that they use flat maps. They didn't stroll around with globes. Now here's the other thing: if you don't even have a map, you can still do this. You use a sextant and use the stars, the moon, or the stars of the moon or the sun. Now, when you use those, use a 90 degrees using your degrees. If there was a sphere, your degrees would always skew to the direction you're going. So if you did that and you wanted to get to my coast, and I wanted to get back here, I would use wherever my circumference is, and then my angles are, I would follow that circumference and then into my straight line. Would lead me to the direction I wanted to go. If I was on the globe, then when I did that, it would lead me like a circle, away, like almost to it, and then away from where I'm trying to go. So,
yeah, it would.
I'll send a picture of what I'm talking about, because it doesn't make any sense. When I was thinking about it, I was like, it doesn't make any damn sense. And this is exactly why I.
Really Jamaican?
He's a stop.
Cyanetta just went live.
So fuck Cyanetta. Kiss my ass. I wish one of them fucking conscious community faggots would come do my shit. Anyway, I digress.
I feel the same. I feel the same. This man really riding Jabroni's jockstrap, boosting his ego.
I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, okay, so I'm uploading the diagram that I have that will make it make more sense. But what happens is, so imagine you're sitting in a boat and the sun is directly overhead. And you know you're in the, we'll say, Pacific Ocean. So if the sun's directly overhead and your angle to okay, I see. Oh, you decide where your angle is to where the sun is. You'd find your 90, which would be your straight ahead, and then you make a circumference using your sextant, and that gives you the direction that you would want to go. Now, if it was a globe, you would go 10 degrees off wherever you're actually trying to go. So if you know you're trying to go west, you would go southwest 10 degrees further than west. That make any sense? Not to me.
You saying
I'm about to pull it up. Go ahead.
Okay.
So
look in the group chat too. I just left you something that only you know. Well, you and probably one or two other people.
So basically it's just how a sextant works. Doesn't work on a globe. I mean, I would like for you to explain that, Lewis, instead of talking about yourself in the 8th grade. Oh, Lewis was in a band. That's so cute. I bet you played like the flute or like a dick whistle. What are you sorry for, Adam? Oh, and it's a free country. You can talk to whoever you want, man. He hasn't done anything I would say to ban him for yet. I mean, it's not like he won't eventually get banned. All right. So, just waiting for that to finish loading onto my computer. All right. Here, I'm going to pop it up. All right. Let me get it right now. All right, so damn it. All right, here we go. So gram of it. If I'm like a lot louder right now, good. That means I fucking finally figured out what I was doing. All right, here we go. So where this is where is it? Down here? This diagram right here is the one we're gonna look at. So we're gonna say we use the star A, and we're here, right here. We find our 90-degree angle. Then we find out that we're 50. So this one says, so we're like 50 degrees. And then basically see the circumference right here?
do a half circle, and then that points us in 90-degree direction straight. Now, if we were on a globe, we would be following this one right here instead of the half ones. So that's the direction we would end up going, like that, instead of going straight. If we were on a globe.
I'm looking at the top of the page. That's where you at.
No, I got my cursor on the bottom. I'm on the bottom part. Okay, so look. Up at the top,
Okay.
I have the triangle. It has 90 degrees, it says A and B. Okay, so when we're doing trigonometry, it's this regular triangle, right? We use triangles. Now, I've never even heard of it until last night, but apparently there's something called spheronometry or some stupid shit. But basically, see the A?
Yeah, try tree for try. I mean try for try.
Yeah, but there's another
Triangle trigonometry.
See that one? It's spheronautical or it's some bullshit. But this where this A is, where it's kind of hump, it's a hump inside the triangle. That's what you would use on if you're doing trigonometry on a circle. But you don't use trigonometry on one. But this whole thing, a sextant, is based off the trigonometry, not a sphere or whatever the fuck it's called. So all the navigation that they did back in the day was based off of trigonometry. This right here, not where the A is with that fucking sphere part of it. Make sense now? Good.
Yeah, a little. I just never
You'd have to find. It's
I
not.
never really kind of understood how sextants work.
Okay,
like
so
how they move. Do they move like gyroscopes? Do they move like compasses or what?
yeah, no, it moves. It moves like you would use it like a. So imagine a compass that didn't work, but you could find your north, so you knew what degree you needed to travel in. So if you knew where your north was at, you'd be able to essentially draw a straight line through a circle and point it to wherever that is, and then just go in the direction of whatever degree you needed to. So it's basically a sextant is basically a compass that doesn't tell you north. Use the stars to do it. You're right, Lewis. A sextant does work fine. A sextant works wonderfully, and it also works wonderfully on a flat surface. And the reason flight plans look like they're going too far and they slow down halfway through it is because if they don't, you can travel in a straight line. You can.
That's the only way. They don't fly no damn curved paths because for one you will feel it.
Look, so if you're traveling from Africa to South America, or better yet, England to New York, when they're planning it out on the map, and I'm sure you guys have seen this in movies or on YouTube or whatever, and they're doing they're plotting their course. They plot their courses in straight lines. They don't plot their courses in half and quarter circles because the shape of the Earth. They do it in straight lines. Now, if suppose you can't travel a straight line on a sphere, so how do they plot straight lines, but then they travel straight lines, but they can't? Like, it doesn't make any damn sense.
Not only that,
everything they say about that bullshit and navigating ocean.
Think about this though. Not only would they have to dip their nose down, but depending on where they going, they would have to dip the nose up as well, so they wouldn't fly into the land.
Well, no.
You know, like if you're flying around a ball or whatever, eventually the land will be coming towards you, is because you know what I'm saying, because you're flying around the curvature or whatever. So eventually the land will have to come towards you, so you would have to constantly dip your nose up as well to fly over the land, but they never do it.
The problem with that is that on flat you'd have an issue too, and here's why. Because there is a thrust to atmosphere ratio. It's not exactly called that.
What do you mean?
This is what it is. So you know how planes stall when they go up? They take off fast. So imagine a plane is traveling on a straight line at, we'll say, 8,000 feet. Reach 12,000 feet, they don't just pull up. They have to pull up and also add more power. Because the higher
they add more engine or thrust or whatever.
Exactly, because the less more thrust you need. So
because there's more air pressure up there.
Exactly.
And they got to add more power. They got to add more power to get through the air.
There's less pressure at the higher you go. So
I mean,
yeah,
you're right.
You're traveling, even if you're traveling on a sphere, get through 10,000 feet, because the atmosphere is that.
What happened? You going in and out?
All right, I gotta do my thing. Hang on one sec.
Okay.
All right, can you hear me now? Giant, can you hear me? And chat, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What about
can
the
you guys
chat?
Hear me now?
Can the chat hear us?
All right, yeah, you're good now.
Okay.
So I'll do both versions. So on flat Earth,
Granted, the Earth
was traveling straight at 10,000 hour. They would have to thrust up to go off. So now it's like they'll fly off out into space if you go straight. Their plane would essentially dip itself.